Judge Hatchett, thank you so much for joining us.
I am so glad to be here.
Well, today on our show, our viewers are going to get a chance to learn more about your new book. So I want to ask you a few questions about your now syndicated television show.
Wonderful.
So first of all, what was it like going from a juvenile court judge to a judge on a court television show?
Really very seamless. I know that sounds strange when you talk about being on television, but I had a great set of producers, and so I was oblivious to the lights and cameras. I did what I've always done, and then they had to edit it down to make it work for television. But the difference is that instead of the people in my courtroom, now millions of people were being touched by what I did. So it was just who I was, and I just took it to television.
So what viewers were seeing, all the drama, everything, that's real.
That's real. I can't speak for the other court shows, but I can absolutely tell you that I insist that it be done with integrity and authenticity. So I never saw the people beforehand. It's not scripted. We don't do takes. I mean, what you see is what it is. We may edit it down for time, but that's it. I just go for it because I want it to be real.
Yeah. And are there any cases from the show that stand out in your mind as being like most absurd or the hardest ones to handle?
Yeah, I tell you, the people who just don't get the fact that they have to take responsibility for themselves, because life really requires us to take responsibility for ourselves. You know, a woman comes in and wants to sue a guy that she gave a cell phone to, and I said, you know, the reason he didn't have credit is because he messed up his credit, and now he's messed up your credit, and he didn't pay you the $500 last month, so why do you keep lending him this money? I just think, oh, how absurd is this, that people keep making these mistakes over and over and over again. And I said, you know, by the third time, I don't know that I should give you the money back, you know, because at some point you've got to take responsibility for having made some really dumb decisions, actually, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you very much for joining us. I know you're needed somewhere else, so have a great time on the show.
I'm excited to be here. Thanks so much. This is great. Thank you.